Liam Kennedy, Geordie Journals. You know why you're here. Have a look at what we've just seen here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I hope you can all hear us loud and clear. I'll make sure that I'm getting to see all of the messages. Let's hope there's not too much whinging about the connection. Push this one back to 10 past because I don't know if you realise, but there was a fair bit of added time in that game, so it did knock me back a little bit. I've just run up the stairs, I'm half out of breath here. Beautiful stadium. Beautiful stadium. Place that Newcastle United really have quite enjoyed coming to. Well, they've either won or got battered. There's been nothing in between apart from today, which was an interesting encounter. I thought, you know what, it played out very much like I'd expected Newcastle United's game to play out today. The result is brilliant. It's an outstanding result. The performance level wasn't quite there, but it doesn't really matter. Largely, it was just get the 3 points by hook or by crook, and they did that. I didn't think I think I'd said this on the previous video that I didn't think they'd have any more than 45 minutes to an hour in their legs, and that showed. They didn't, which, let's not dwell on the negatives, but it does have us with a few concerns ahead of Tuesday, because you do start to wonder, is it a game too far? I wondered, would today be a game too far? But I think the sickness bug and the injury situation at Tottenham definitely helped. And I thought, look, for half an hour, I thought the first 20 minutes were really even. Let us know what you guys think in the comments, of course, but I thought the first 20 minutes were really even. Then I thought for about 25 minutes, actually, I thought Bruno started to really grab the game by the scruff of the neck, started to move it. Bruno grabbing the game by the scruff of the neck brought in Tonali and brought in Joe Linton and others. Of course, the game was 1-1 each by then. A fantastic finish by Anthony Gordon after, look, Sven Botman was brought straight back in the team, and he was in action straight away, and he let Solanke slip off the back of him for a good cross from Porro, a good header. He'll be disappointed with that, it's fair to say. Then Anthony Gordon went up the other end and scored a fantastic goal. There's some controversy about it, and I think given handballs, the Joe Linton goal at Old Trafford on Monday, then this one today, which Joe Linton handball, I think, you know, on any given week Newcastle might not get those decisions, but they did get those decisions, so you can't complain too much. I don't think there was anything wrong with it, in my opinion, and I think when the referee doesn't give it, he can't go back. That's why I'm saying there's not really anything wrong with it, because you couldn't have ruled it out once it was given as a goal. The only way that could have been ruled out was if the goal scorer had handballed it, and then it's an instant rule out. So yeah, no, I think they put in a really solid. Then from there till half time, they really turned the screw, and you thought they could go and get a couple. They looked dangerous. Anthony Gordon looked good down the left. Like I said, Bruno and Tonali started to come into the game, made a big difference. But then after the break, Newcastle lost that element of control. It only took Postecoglou 10 minutes or so to bring on the likes of Son and Bissouma, who Bissouma I thought really grasped a hold of the midfield. I was very surprised he took Bergvall off. I thought he was outstanding. I thought he was really, really good. But brought on, like I say, Son, Maddison, who got on the ball a lot and started to try to make things happen. And then it was a bit of a rearguard action, really. Newcastle United just really had to hang on into the game and make sure that they didn't let at least a couple of points slip, and potentially more. But it was a defensive action, and that's one thing, I suppose, when we're going to go through the team, which is what we're quite often doing here, I'll do that now, is go through the team that I thought, how they performed. I thought Dubravka was excellent. I think he made a good save from Saw. He made some other good saves. Good distribution as ever, cool and calm. I thought Livramento, he struggled a touch. He just lost a slight edge. I thought he was Newcastle's man of the match, actually. I know people might not agree. I thought he was Newcastle's man of the match until Son came on, and then Son just kept getting the other side of him. But Son's a top class operator. Has been a top class operator in the Premier League for about 10 years. So look, I'll forgive Livramento a couple of lapses there towards the end of the game after a big shift. I thought he was really good. Lewis Hall stopped every cross bar the last one on the left hand side, which was the one that Solanke probably should have scored with in added time. Two centre halves. I say Botman had a couple of moments, but I thought he really warmed into the game in his distribution. When he settled, his distribution he was cool and calm, as you expect from him. But he'll only get better and stronger as things go on. But I thought Dan Burn was outstanding. I think he's one that I would be very close to saying was my man of the match. He won everything, headers, challenges, everything that was thrown at him. I'm just hearing kids shouting a few names behind us. I was just wondering if there was any players hanging about. There isn't. They'll all be away by now. I thought Dan Burn just got on the end of everything. He one lapse of concentration almost let Kulusevski in the second half, but apart from that, he was pretty much faultless in the midfield. I thought Tonali drifted in and out of the game, but I thought when he was influential, he was really influential. And I thought him and Bruno, and that goes for Bruno as well, to be honest. But I thought the end of both halves, both of those were absolutely outstanding. But Tonali was very, very clever, and Bruno very, very clever, as we know he can be. At the end of the game, in particular, when Newcastle were hanging on for victory, and when Newcastle really turned the screw at the back in the first half, it was those two that were at the very heart of everything good that happened. Joelinton was physical, put himself about. Maybe he's not as influential as he has been in recent weeks, but I thought he put in a good shift. Further forward, Gordon was brilliant for the first half, faded out of it, took that big knock. I'll have to see it again, but I thought it looked like an accidental shoulder, but I'll have to see it again and let me know what you guys think. But I thought it was accidental, but he was a right mess. I don't know if they showed it on the TV, but it was right in front of us down here, just where we sit, and he was a right mess. He was covered in blood, it was coming out from all over his nose, and he didn't look in a great way, to be honest, but he patched himself up, got out there, but lost a little bit of his effectiveness. Isak scored one, could have had two. Didn't think it was his most fluent game, but that goal scoring run goes on. He's on fire. He's got, I think, 14 for the season, 13 in the Premier League. Scored in his last 7 games. The third Newcastle player to do that in the Premier League, after Alan Shearer and Joe Willock. What else is it? There's loads of little mini records. He's on a fantastic run. I can't think of them all off the top of my head, but it was great that he kept that run going and kept it on the score sheet. And be honest, he looked absolutely dead on his feet after about an hour. I'm surprised he wasn't taken off a little bit earlier. If that was a minor criticism of Dave, was it minor criticism? Could he have used the bench a bit earlier? Look, they've secured the win. You can't really complain. It's just how much is this week. It's been a bruising week, but it's been a fantastic week of results. How much has it taken out of them? We'll worry about that tomorrow, I suppose. Today we'll just revel in the victory. And of course, Jacob Murphy, quite ineffectual today. But again, that Murphy to Isak link continues. He missed the sitter, then he put one away. So that another assist in the bag for Jacob Murphy. Just can't really complain too much. 252 of you guys on here. Thanks for joining in. Do jump in the comments if you want to talk. If you want to have a bit crack. Do hit the like button as well, because that's what shares everything about. Right, I've got the comments. I'm going to go into them. I am possibly going to get someone that are late. Hopefully people aren't whinging too much about the connection. Eddie Howe definitely won't walk past and tell us off this time. Right, Dean C, oi Liam, all the best, fantastic win that it was, mate. James Rowell, despite the best effort to Spurs 12th man, we got across the line. Luke McClure, actually that's a good point to make. It was nearly 13 minutes added on, which seemed remarkable. I know we had the Anthony Gordon one, and there was a couple of incidents with Botman going down, etc. I thought that was really excessive. I thought 7 or 8 was probably going to be what it was. It was really excessive. Luke McClellan, gear up sandwiches. I don't know what that means, but it sounds positive. Keith Patterson, cracking effort. That was 13 minutes added, but what a result. My man of the match was Tino Livramento. I thought he was awesome today in his pace through. I agree, that's what I was saying earlier. I think Livramento was a faultless defensive performance. I thought he had a little couple of moments where Son, he just got away with it with Son, but he did get away with it, so I thought it was a good performance. Fair play for shouting that one out. Keith, Mark Laidlaw, Tino outstanding today, good shout again. D, great professional win today. James Rowell, Tino was holding on to the ball far too long, and his final touch was often lacking power. Did great. Tino's best game man of the match. James Rowell, Botman looked shaky in the first 20 minutes, but then came into his own and pulled out some classic Botman moves. I really thought that was the case. I thought he did. I thought it's no surprise the lad hadn't played for 10 months. Took him a few touches and a bit of time to get into the game, but I thought when he did, I thought he was really good. Simon Road, tough match, but another great 3 points for the lads. Where do you get 10 minutes extra time then? Another added 3 minutes on top. Shocking. Keith Patterson again, mate, you're jumping in the comments tonight. I still think we defend better on the front foot than sitting in where we look less controlled. D. Gray, looking like a penalty. Looked like a penalty against Gordon. Contact may have been accidental, but it caused him to lose possession in the box. Fair shout. SGR, Tino, fantastic today. Great to see it. We fought hard. It was tough to get this win away from home, and it's real progress. Keith Patterson, Liam, that train journey will fly past. It certainly will. It was a very early start for the Geordie Journals today. We wouldn't have it any other way, of course. Very early start, 5 o'clock alarm, 6 o'clock train, and luckily we weren't caught up. If any of you guys were caught up in that, it's a shame to hear. But I know there was some issues with the travel on the way down, but that away end that was over there was out chocker with Newcastle fans who were all in fantastic voice for the lads. Where are we at? James Rowell, some of the worst officiating I've seen in a long time. The penalty decision, the flurry of inconsistently award yellow cards, the excessive extra time, the list goes on. Simon Road, the ref has always been poor, but today he took it to a whole new level. It's funny that he was the referee who blew early when Nick Pope threw out in the Liverpool 3-3 home game. He definitely didn't blow early today. There was definitely a contrast there. Keith Patterson is shouting in on the Gordon one. I think the shoulder in Gordon's face was intentional and dubious. I would like to see this again. So I'm sitting in here in a position where I can't really comment too deeply and say whether I think it definitely was or definitely wasn't. It looked accidental to me from where we were sitting, which was like here. But Gordon was a right mess after. So I'd like to see that one again. Mark Laidlaw, I like Ali McCoy, but Spurs keeper, man of the match. Well, because he was shaky. Mike Fraser, decent win. Back to his best. He had Werner in his pocket. He definitely did. Keith Patterson, these commentators blatantly do not like Newcastle. Simon Rudd, a bit like the Van Dijk one. James Rowell, Porro had a much better game than their keeper. He did. David Bartel, all the best for the new year. All the best, mate. Great start to 2025. Not our best performance, but dug deep and got the result. KP again, it's a compliment to our attacking play. Ali McCoy to give the man after a man to match goalkeeper on a losing side. I was trying to work out what you were talking about there, but clearly Ali McCoy gave the goalkeeper man the match. I wouldn't have said so. Chris Skur, good to see in the comments, mate. The Remento needs to be able to produce end product when going forward. Still a great dugout performance. I agree. I think there is that part of Livermento's game that needs to improve. He needs to get better in that respect. But I thought defensively, he was very, very good today. Where we are. Blip 2012, hello from the space station. Wave my scarf if you look up. I think I can see you. Lack of wasted end products. Regardless of the lack of wasted end product, and the surge from Spurs second half, that was a good result. Next stop, Emirates. James Rowell, the ref is probably keeping him back for extra minutes. You can talk about me. Yeah, I'm going to go jump past all of this late thing. I was timed for 3:10, so I wasn't too late today. Blip 212, who could have predicted the recent turnaround in 5th place on goal difference? It's just a pleasure to be here, onward and upwards. James Rowell, Isak's now the 3rd highest Premier League goal scorer this season, and his stats are better than the others. I actually think he might have just went past Callum Wilson as well in terms of Newcastle United goal scoring. I might be wrong. I'm not saying Premier League goals for Newcastle United. Might be wrong, might be right. Maybe jump in the comments and let us know. I think that might be right. Ali B1, shock and ref, great result, scrappy game. Roger Cook, afternoon to you, mate. Gary V, afternoon to you, mate. Ali B1. Don't know how we're going to get on Tuesday. Players look like I agree. Where we are. It's good to see you all getting involved in the conversation and actually talking to each other. It's what makes the world go around. It's good to see that the community is building on here. Roger Cook thinks Tino was his man of the match. Blip 212, Hall and Gordon for England and Tino. I think they're all in with a shout, especially with Thomas Tuchel watching the game today. Mike Fraser, Andrew reckon they should have won. Watched a different game. We should have scored 4 in the first half. Alan Ty. Postecoglou thinks they should have won. Got to put the ball in the net. It was very similar in many ways. I would say over the course of the 2 games at St James's here, Tottenham have got a fair case to say they've probably won 3 of those halves out of 4, but Newcastle United got 6 points, so that's ultimately what really matters. Just a Kenyan, say hi mate. Tony Douglas, ref was a disgrace. Mark Byers, how on earth can the referee boot Botman for a foul which wasn't as severe as the challenge on Gordon, which bust his nose? And Ange has the nerve to say the ref was on our side. Is that what he said? I don't think the ref was on Newcastle United's side, and I would like to see that Gordon one again, because it was brutal what happened to him. Paul Gribbin, referee, was a disgrace. 13 minutes added on. El Stapleton, where did 10 plus come from? Keith Patterson, today made me feel as though we are adding the likes of Botman and Tonali and Hall are top class, and he gives great support to Isak, Bruno, Joe Linton, Gordon. Today, Tino was class. Cruel to be kind, the ref was a disgrace. There's a lot of you guys complaining about the referee today. Won't be the first time you complained about that particular referee, and probably won't be the last, or any referee for that matter, actually, as the grass cutters roar into action, as it always does when I'm on these lives. Ali B1, worried for Tuesday, players look knackered. Oh god, have my comments jumped, or have they not? No, they haven't. James Rowell, if we can win away in London with a bad ref, that's only going to make us stronger. Phil Cross, good win. That's all there is to say, really. Decent first half, decent second. Ref had a bad game for both teams, really. Inconsistent. Fair comment made. Thanks for joining in. William Watson, ref had a shocker. There's loads he is talking about that. KP again, ref was awful. Roger Cook signal, shut it. David Cook, great result. Just as happy to see our residents in the second half. Don't know what that means, mate. Waldo, our midfield struggled today against a poor Spurs side on paper, but a win is a win. Ali B1, Botman rusty at first, but settled in. I think Eddie should have made subs sooner, I agree. Would have brought on Miley, not Sean. Longstaff, Graham Towler, thought Livermore was brilliant. Dubravka, we can't afford to lose yet. John Yola, good minutes for Botman, improved throughout the match. I thought so too. Graham Towler, hope Botman isn't injured. He was too badly. Without getting an update from the lads or from Eddie Howe that will come, I actually thought he was just feeling cramp and was wanting someone to stretch his leg. Referee was having none of it. It was like, get yourself off. So he was actually feeling his cough, and I think it was just cramp, but I don't know for certain, but that's what it certainly felt like. Colin Morton, great win. Truls, Hagen, Christiansen, Botman had cramps. Yes, that's exactly what I've just said, mate. James Raul, Brunali with the backbone keeping us in the game. Drifted in and out, but when they were influential, they were really influential today. Graham Towler was good. Just a worry while on a tightrope with a card. Yeah, he was actually. I've got to say that first 20 minutes or so, I was really thinking somebody's going to go here, and it might well be. He was living on the edge for half an hour or so until Newcastle United got a real grip on the game, and those fears were allayed after that. Peter Wolf, the investigated shocking Mark Hunt, and Mark from Houston, Texas. Cheers, mate. Absolute buzzing. A win is a win, and you don't get any extra points or winning with style. Fair point there. Dean C thought the ref had lost his whistle. 10 minutes added. Come on. Jonathan Casely, how is it not a penalty against Gordon? The fouls have to be intentional now. I mean, he's making a fair point. He's making a fair point. I'm going to zip this down. It's absolutely, I'm not going to lie to you. It's bitter. It's absolutely bitter here. It's probably bitter up in the northeast as well. You normally expect a few. I think I'm just, there's people pointing, I might get booted out here. You normally expect it to be a few degrees warmer down here in London, but it certainly doesn't feel like it today. Tim C mainly needs to investigate. When he's efficient at our games, it's criminal. Kay Patterson, that wasn't accidental lame, it was clever, sly, and I don't know what the word is. You didn't like what happened to Gordon anyway, and that's fair. Britannia 079. Tonali showed his class in the last 15 minutes. Clever footballer. Subs are a bit strange. All fair points. Graham Towler, who could have forecast 6 wins in a row a while back? Not us. Not anybody, I don't think. Shares 2 minutes over 10 minutes when Spurs needed a win. And this still can't keep us down. Love that, mate. Waldo, Tino was always available for Botman and never hid man of the match from an average team performance. Roger Cook. No. Truls, Hogan, Hagen, Christensen. Longy was crap. Sell in January. We have Miley to take his place. Doug Hall. Madley's refereeing's a bit suspect. Spurs 12th man. Jonathan Casey. Ref boot Botman for an accidental block outside our area. Graham Towler. About the minutes again. Tony. Wow, great win. Hello, the Geordie Journals. My man of the match, Livramento. Outstanding. Seen Eddie Howe today, Liam Lol. What's your opinion on Spurs Facilities Stadium, given we have the architects to do the same? This place, this is the fourth time I've been here, and without fail, it is the best stadium I've ever been to. I think it's absolutely outstanding. Can't say any more than that. Fantastic facilities, looked after brilliantly. Just everything about it. The stadium, as you can see, it's just a class act. And if Newcastle United could get anywhere close to reproducing anything like this in terms of facilities for their own football club, then you fans will be in for an absolute treat. Adam H, 1979's awful decision by the ref, Alex Robson. Wasn't this the same ref who blew up in Liverpool? It was. Graham Towler, Paul Chollerton. Hello everyone, another great result from the lads. Bring on the Arsenal. Dean Harden, very professional, mature performance, and Streetrise next time. It really was. Waldo can't see us Champions League without a striker sign in this window. I think he needs some help. Isak, it looks like he needs some help for me. Stu Mag, level of refereeing yet again terrible, best league in the world, with completely incompetent officiating. Charles Hagen Christensen, Isak did score. Yes, he definitely did. Adam Hopkins, can't blow teams away every week against the Spurs team are always a threat, and score goals restricted their chances. Look, it's never going to be easy. They could have had the under 18s out today and it was never going to be an easy place to come. So I'm really pleased that they've managed to scrape out the result, having not played well and having looked very, very fatigued, in my opinion. Andy Ford, I changed my plans 3 times in that second half. I thought we got lucky, to be honest. Spurs B team impressed me. Bring on Arsenal. Graham Towler, only worries if Isak gets injured. Well, I do still feel like, not dwell on negatives, Newcastle are an Alexander Isak injury away from potential crisis, and that's not one we want to be thinking about. Steve Renthal, 100% the referee's crap. It was a pen on goal and David Cartwright. What about the knee in Dubravka's face? I thought that was a bit iffy, and I've seen those given. I thought it was an iffy one. Paul Chollerton, what time to be a mag? Enjoyed tonight. Adam Hopkins, we had our second choice keeper, second choice right back, and a left centre back, a right centre back playing his first game for 10 months. Fair points. Nick M, Thailand calling, get in. Brilliant resilience from the lads, 5 out of 5. Ref very sus. Sean 1, come on, ground that out in the second half. Another good win. Champions League is more than achievable for us. Rana, hello from Hong Kong, hello to you as well. Sammy B, Ali McCoist can sling it. Natalie Wilkinson, it was so good at bottom back, wasn't it? I felt better. I felt much better seeing him in the team. It'll be much better seeing him in his natural habitat with Fabian Schär alongside him. Although, like I said, cannot complain about Dan Burn. He was possibly my man of the match alongside Tino Livramento today. James Brighton was half expecting a repeat from a few seasons ago where the ref added 10 minutes and blew the whistle after they got an equaliser. Natalie Wilkinson, Livramento, best game in a while, agree. Britannia 079, anyone who's played football any level and was a tad dirty, the wall had those moments, knows the one on goal was intentional. I'd like to see that again. Mark Byers, how was Solanke not booked for kicking Dubravka in the head? Good point. But Clonlad, great win. Madly seems that issues on added time against the Big Six. Nick M, sorry Liam, meant to add Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you and yours and everybody else on this live. Keep the comments, keep them coming. Harry, Spurs are batshit crazy. Really messed with our team. Tim C, Gordon should have been given a penalty, however blocked on Sven on the edge for exactly the same, and a card from the referee. Corruption madly, Cristobal, wait till Isak gets his eye in and starts finishing some of these sitters. Natalie Wilkinson, 5th spot is ours, no one can overtake this week. Steve, pleased with today's result, but we need to up our levels for Tuesday. Alibi 1, Bruno, man of the match. John Hoy, greetings from Australia, long way mate, good to see you on here. Murphy delivered lots of danger today, might go under the radar, maybe it did for me. Kathy Tightler, good result, but sitting on the edge of my seat for the second half. I think a lot of people were too. The Clon lad, any word from Botman? Cramp, I think it was cramp. David Cook, congratulations on the new job, Liam. Well deserved, but we also need the Geordie Journals to keep going. David, don't you worry, the Geordie Journals is in safe hands with myself, Jordan Cronin and Dominic Skirt, and we are going nowhere. We're here to stay. So that hopefully allays a few of your fears, but thank you for the congratulations on the new job too. Roger Cook. I know how that wasn't a foul outside the box, possible red. Charles Hagen Christensen, I'm going to be controversial for me when it comes to Dubravka, but he was my man of the match. Didn't put a foot wrong, did he? Harry Tino was man of the match. Stephen Kennedy, Murphy's brain is not quick enough. Tim C, Big Dan Burn man of the match. Alibi 1, ref to save the blue against Liverpool. We've talked about that. Dean C, is that the Tottenham Hotspur Arena? The United Kingdom. This is an inside joke. If you like the lives, you'll know this kind of thing happens often. It's like, what stadium are you? It's the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Stephen Renthal, any news on Botman? Not yet. Looks like it was cramped. Trolls, Hagen Christensen. As long as he's even slower than Murphy. Murphy's not slow. David Cook, Big Ange and pundits crying. Not a Joe Litton handball. The Conlad, new Premier League rules that came in November was playing till the Big Six score. Stephen Kennedy, Isak still missing too many chances that would make the game safer. Mark Byers, It's only a handball by Jordan if it directly leads to goals and assist, but it didn't. It went to Bruno, who then assisted. Correct. Stephen Kennedy thought Bruno was slightly off the pace today. I thought he drifted in and out, but he was in. He was really in. Blip212, hey, the comments are cracking today. Keep up the good work, Liam. Spaceship points to you. I can see you. I can see you up there. Woody said, hi mate. Conrad, let's not forget the penalty Medley didn't give on Isak. KP, what's your understanding, Liam, on news today from Craig Hope on NUFC chasing Tyler Diblin? They absolutely love him. That's what I can definitely say. I don't think they're in a position to be signing him this month, but it is definitely, unless there's significant movements out, which I know that they are really working on, but Tyler Diblin is definitely one to watch for the summer. A fantastic player, lots and lots to like about him. However, I would stop short of, I know a lot of people, you see these people online, they're like, automatically put him in on the right wing, and he has been playing on the wing for Southampton. I do think he lacks a yard, and I think ultimately that might see him not play in that position. He looks like every bit of number 10, but modern football doesn't have number 10s, really. So it'll be interesting to see how he develops as a player as he gets older. The only reservation, and it is a reservation, is Newcastle United thought they'd signed him 2 years ago. They had that deal done. They believed the player was coming, and he reneged on that and went to Chelsea. Got homesick and left Chelsea within 6 to 12 months and ended up back at Southampton. That would have to lay a couple of red markers in his camp with regards attitude and the way things move forward. Look, he's a bit older now, he was only young. I wouldn't bank on it definitely happening. I wouldn't bank on him definitely coming to Newcastle United, because he has turned down the chance to come to Newcastle United before. Natalie Wilkinson, Dubravka, honestly, Blip212, this has to be the best stadium in the UK. Beaten Real Madrid before, and it rivals that. I've not been, so I can't comment, but it does look very, very good. Stephen Kennedy was a man there. I didn't see her. David Cook, Dubs posting that he has no mention of a year extension, so it looks like he's away. Tony, thanks for that, Liam. Daniel Saxon, amazing football recently. What has happened to turn this team around? Sandro Tonali coming into the team has freed up Bruno. It's just brought new life. Lewis Hall's been incredible. Dan Burns been incredible. Martin Dubravka's brought the footballing ability to the back line. Alexander Isak and Anthony Gordon are brimming with confidence. The whole team is flowing. Jacob Murphy's providing assists. Joe Linton's bustling best. It's just all working. They're running out of energy though. That'll be my only thing. Blip212, the GHG community is building momentum. New sponsors on your way. I hope so, mate. Like, it's just been a fantastic few months, fantastic 18 months journey, and onwards and upwards, totally onwards and upwards. Tim C, as Maddie's wife ran off with a Geordie. Keller Shmia, we're wishing second, third if we continue. Hopefully do. Pete Charnock, not a pen on Gordon, but definitely took a sore one. Corey Ramos to Newcastle. No. Stephen Kennedy, the first 20 minutes, it looked as if nobody knew anybody. Keller Shmia, Madison hasn't won against us yet, I don't think. Amazing if that's the case, but he always does cause a bit of controversy when he comes on. Shares always love your content, mate, and yours is the first channel I watch post match. I know you're busy, but please consider player ratings. For myself, my player ratings. If there's enough people out there who'd be interested to read on Newcastle World what my personal player ratings would be, I'll definitely do it. Let us know in the comments. Chris Darcy, spot on bottom and block foul given in yellow, Gordon not. Adieri Kambumba, high VRF should check the monitor. Foul on Gordon of Newcastle United. How are you? Tottenham Hotspur, Newcastle United. My man of the match is Sven Botman of Newcastle United. Good shout, mate. Thanks for your comment. The Shaw family say hi. What was the score? The score was Tottenham Hotspur 1. Dominic Solanke with a goal. Newcastle United 2. Anthony Gordon, and the winner from Alexander Isak. Roger Cookin claps to the GJs. Love it, mate. Davieri 2-1. 2-1 win in fourth. We sat back second half. Good job. I don't think we are fourth and we're not fifth. Barry Cook, great result. I bet all the pundits are going mad at in the top four. Are we in the top four? Maybe I've just looked at the league table wrong. Ali B1, what do you think? Who do you think gets rested and for who on Tuesday? So what do you think he can? I don't think he can. I think he's going to go strong. Jody Paul Eddie's been very clever. He's taken the old formation and made it into a new one, and it looks just as well. Nice one, Eddie. Davy Gordon has done it again. Like in Liverpool, he loves a goal against the top sides. He definitely does. He's good at that. James Brighton. Every time I hear Diblin, I can't help think of Dwayne Dibley off of Red Dwarf. The Clon lad Bruno and Cher are going to be massive losses on Tuesday. I do think that's a big factor. I hope Longstaff doesn't come in, played a suicidal ball across their box, and then he cost us. Keith Patterson, and with you, Davy Eddie, done deliberately. That must be about the Gordon one. Aderi Kayumba, how is you're shouting out for Sven Botman? I love the Sven Botman love. Davy Eddie, Tino man the match. Grey head trade at a right winger, right centre back, ball pink, goalkeeper. We're in business. Keep up the good work. I don't think that's all going to happen in January, but it'd be fantastic to see. Chris Skur says Big Dan Byrne was man the match, shows no fear. Ref blew the whistle 112 minutes before free kick accrued to give advantage to Spurs. Ref was very poor. Keith Patterson, which stadium you're in? Keith, stop that now. Northumberland Rockhopper, great result. I'm a bit worried about us looking tired though. Keith joined fourth with Chelsea on 35. Stephanie Brown said hi, and I'm going to say goodbye. Proud sponsors of the Geordie Journals are Mitigating. Get all the details down below. Also proud sponsors are 4 Financial Planning. You can also get the details down below. And myself, Jordan Cronin, and Dominic Skur. How can I forget the main man? Dominic Skur, Jordan Cronin, myself will all be doing a deeper analysis video, which will come around and be dropping on the GJ channel in the next couple of hours. So do stay tuned for that. Tune in for that. Then we'll see you then. Thanks so much for the comments. Love you guys getting involved. I'm probably going to get kicked out here soon. But it's becoming at times it's a happy hunting ground. I think we won 3 out the last 5 trips here. Good result. Fantastic week. On to Arsenal. How much is this taking out them? I'm not so sure, but fingers crossed they can scrape a result together. Stay within a goal of Arsenal, and then they're in business. Fantastic comments. Thanks for all your likes. Thanks for all your shares. I will see you guys with the other lads in a couple of hours. Cheers.